Hello and welcome to our next lecture on learning Autodesk Inventor. First, let me congratulate you for finishing the previous section on creating 2D drawings, and I hope you enjoyed it. Now, in this section we are going to continue with 3D modeling, but if you still think you're not quite sure how to create 2D sketches, don't worry, because even in this section we have to create sketches in order to make 3D models. So if you're not really sure if you want to continue with this, or just go ahead and repeat the previous section, it is not a mistake if you just continue with this section. Alright, so let's get started. First, we have to create a new file. Just as we usually do, go to standard.ipt and hit create. And once again, I'm missing the model bar. Just go ahead and make it back. Okay. Now, I want to introduce you to the 3D modeling view. As you can see, we have once again this ribbon bar. And here you can see the create panel, which is used to create 3D models. Now you can either create by extruding it, by revolving it, or sweeping, or by using the loft option, the coil option, and so on. Now you can see here we have the modify panel. As you can see, this panel is just to modify an already existing model. You can make holes, we can make fillets, chamfers, shells, drafts, threads. We can combine two different objects, we can thicken them or offset, we can split, and we can change its shape by using this direct tool, or we can just delete the face. Now we have here some extra features. We can move the bodies, we can bend them, or we can just copy the bodies. Alright, this panel here, this is a shape generator. It's just to create some shape from an already existing model, but we are not going to use it very often. We have the work features. This panel here is to create planes, because we are going to use them very often. This is the pattern panel. Just like in the sketch mode, it does the same thing, but now only with 3D objects. This is to create some existing objects. We can create a box, we can create plane, a cylinder, a sphere, and so on. But we are not going to use this very often. We can here manipulate with surfaces, we can join them, we can cut them, we can manipulate with them, and so on. And here we have also the stress analysis to make some simulation. But we are not going to work with this because it's not part of this course. And we can of course convert to sheet metal, which once again we are not going to use because it is not part of this course. Alright, so let's begin. First, in order to create a 3D model, we have to create a sketch. So let's just go here and start a 2D sketch. You're going to make it either on the XY plane, you can make it either in this plane, whichever plane you want, doesn't really matter. Let's make it on the XY plane. Now once again, let's make the center point visible and check visibility. Okay, now we're going to make just a simple sketch. We can make a rectangle, we can make a circle, or we can make just another form. But in this lecture, we're just gonna make a simple circle. Okay, now let's make a circle here. Let's give it a radius, the diameter of 50 millimeters. Zoom out, right click, hit escape. And now let's move it to the center. Okay, right click, hit OK. Okay, now once we are finished with the sketch, we just go here and click finish to exit the sketch mode, and now we're done. So now we can go ahead and create our first 3D model. Let's go to the create panel and select the extrude option here. Now it is asking us to, it automatically detects the surface and it automatically has made an extrusion, but now it is asking us to edit it. We can select here the distance. We have here more options, but we are going to explain later on. Let's just select the distance, and you can make it whatever distance you want. Let's make it 100 millimeters. As you can see, it already created it, but we can still edit it. We can make it in the opposite direction, or we can make it symmetric. So 50 millimeters in this direction and 15 in this. Or either we can customize it, and we can give this direction another value. We can make it, let's say, 70 millimeters. And now here, if you want to flip it, just go ahead and click this option here, flip. Now as you can see, let's make this smaller so you can notice the change. Now let's click flip. Alright. But let's make it first just a simple model here. Click the symmetric option, let's make it 100 and click OK. And hit F6 to zoom in. Now this is our first 3D model. Now we need to learn how to maneuver with a mouse. Here we have the view cube. If we click here to the front, we will see the front of the object. If we click here to the side, we can see the side of the object. If we click here to this home option here, now it will bring back us to the home view. Now here we have some extra options here. We can just pan it, we can orbit, we can move this if you want here, or just close it for right now. Now we have here, we can move this around, or either you can just click with the middle button on your mouse if you have one, and it will do the same job. Alright, let's click home one more time. Now this is also to orbit. If you want to orbit in the vertical direction, if you want it only on the horizontal direction, or if you want in both directions, just click in the middle here. Alright, let's escape this, click OK. And what I want to show you one more thing is, if we go here to this little button here, and as you can see, now we have orthopedic checked. Now if we click here perspective, as you can see, now we have a much different view of the object. Now it looks a little bit more realistic than the orthopedic view. So as you can notice, the part which is closer to the camera is much bigger than the other one. But the orthopedic is like the same in both cases. Alright. Let's hit F6 and OK. Now that's it for this lecture. I'm just gonna go ahead and save this. Let's go File, Save As, and let's name it first 3D model and hit save. Alright, now it is saved. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Alright, goodbye.